Hey everybody, sorry I can't be with you today, but I expect you to be good and get your stuff done while I'm not there, okay? Today you're going to do a project for me. It is dealing with the Fibonacci spirals that we talked about last week. We watched the videos on those, but we're going to combine it with the Pythagorean spiral, just because it'll make it a little easier for us to do since I'm not there with you. Okay, so you're going to need three things, all right? You need the piece of paper that's on the front table, and it has one triangle drawn in the middle of it. You need a ruler, you need a note card, and you need a pencil, okay? You must have all three of those things, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to get our note card. Now, the note card has certain types of angles on the ends. It is like a straight corner. A straight corner is, anybody know? A right angle. Right angles measure 90 degrees. And my cat's trying his best to get in the video. Okay, so we are going to be working with 90-degree triangles. A Pythagorean theorem talks about 90-degree triangles and all these special things about them. And we'll be dealing with that later. But for right now, we're going to be making triangles that look like this. Okay? So, have your note card laid out like I do. Okay? You're going to get your pencil, and we're going to make this little 90-degree block on our note card. Okay? So, this bottom right-hand corner, let me see if I can do this while I'm recording. Sorry if it turns a little bit. I am going to take my pencil, and I'm going to draw a 90-degree mark, and I'm going to shade it in. Okay? So that's just showing me that my note card, the corner is 90 degrees. Because we want 90-degree angles in our triangle. All right? And we're going to use this note card as a template. Okay, so next, pick up your ruler. Now, on your ruler, it has two different measurements, okay? On one side, let me see if I can hold this so you can see it. Sorry, I need somebody to do the camera for me. It's got inches. If you can see right there, it says inch, and it has inches. If you flip it around, it has centimeters. So the little cm, the cm stands for centimeters. And this side is the metric system, okay? This is the side that we want to use, the one labeled cm. If you're using the wooden rulers, it is the same thing. You will still see cm. That's what you need to look for, cm, because we are going to draw triangles that are consistently 3 centimeters. So, you're going to take your ruler. I'm going to turn my card sideways like this, where my angle is in the right-hand corner. I'm going to pick up my ruler, and I'm going to turn it, let's see here. I don't know what the best way for y'all to do this. And I'm going to measure 3 centimeters. Now, you need to be careful because see how 0 is here? It's not all the way at the end of the ruler. So you got to be careful that you stop at 0. I'm going to measure 2 ways on here just so we can get some practice measuring. So, see right there? I don't have it on 0. It's off of the triangle. So you slide it down where it's on 0. Make sure it's straight. You don't want it crooked like that. Try to get it straight. And I can tell it's straight because I look down here and that's nice and straight on that line too. So, I have it ready on 0. And there we go. And then I'm going to take up my pencil and I'm going to mark where 3 centimeters is at. So, right there. And I'm just going to draw a little line. Okay? And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do another 3 centimeters from this corner. Now this one, because I'm measuring this side, I can turn it around. That might be easier. I'm just going to turn it like this. And see how I just barely got my ruler on there? I need to line it back up at 0, right there at the corner. And then I'm going to mark at 3 centimeters again. And make a mark. And see, this one is a little bit high off the paper since I was holding it. So I'm just going to draw myself a line. Okay, 3 centimeters. So this is what your card should look like. Okay, if you have marks out here or out here, that means that you probably use the inches, not the centimeters. So you need to go back and try it again because it should look something like this. All right, that's not even halfway across. You can ask your substitute. They can help you measure if you're having issues with that, okay? All right, now, we've got our template ready. You can slide that out. All right, now I'm trying to do this one-handed, so let's hope this works. Okay, so you want your paper in front of you with the triangle pointing up. Now, I've gone ahead and drew the first triangle in just because it has to be placed in a very specific spot. Otherwise, your spiral won't fit on the paper. So I went ahead and I did that for you. And I did that by measuring over, I think I did it like 12 centimeters. And we went down, I think, 8 centimeters. So I went ahead and did that and measured it and got it nice and straight for you. So what you're going to do is we're going to take our note card. I've got my right angle marked, and I am going to take it, make sure you've got it like I do, and I'm going to place the note card where it is perfectly even with the side of this triangle, okay? And I have the top level with the top of the triangle and that 90 degrees right there. That lets me know that I have a perfectly straight corner, okay? Let me show that again. I got my corner facing up, slide it to where it is perfectly on there. And I'm doing this with one hand, so hopefully yours will be a little bit better, okay? All right, so I've got that down there. Pick up your pencil. We've already measured where 3 centimeters is at. So now just take your pencil, make yourself a dot on the paper where you had marked 3 centimeters, and then you can move your template, okay? So now I've got a dot that is exactly 3 centimeters away from here, and it's going to form a right angle when I draw it in. So now get your ruler. Line up your ruler with your dot and the top of this triangle. So I want to remember I am doing this one-handed, so please be a little patient with me. Okay. All right. Hold your ruler. Try to get it as straight as you can. And draw your line in. Okay. Mine moved a little bit because I'm doing it one-handed. Okay. So you have this. And my cat's jumping on the table. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is a right angle right here because this is where our card fit in. Okay. So just kind of remember that. You don't have to mark it. You can if you want to. All right. So, but I need a triangle. So I need a third side. So, go pick up your ruler again. And make sure you use your ruler. If you don't use your ruler, you will not get straight lines and it will not look right. One of the ones on the back on the left, we didn't have enough rulers. We were practicing on Friday, and the one on the left was done without a ruler. I went and bought rulers today, so I don't want yours to look like that. Draw that in. And now I've got that, okay? And now I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to pick my note card up again. I'm going to line it up. The dot is on there, and I'm going to get this level with that side. perfectly even, 90-degree angle. And we could do this with a protractor, but this would take so much more time. That's why a template makes our job so much easier. Mark where you had your 3 centimeters. Move your template out of the way. And connect the end of this triangle to my mark. Now it's going to come pretty close to the edge of your paper, but it shouldn't go off if you're measuring correctly. It should not go off. Draw it in. So I got that. And then again, I'm going to do this. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep going around, all right? All the way around to the end. I will try to finish one of these up tonight, and I'll put a picture on the end of this video. If you look on the back wall, the one on the right, it's done pretty well. It's mainly all measured out, but you've got to be really, really careful. So what's going to happen is this side will always be 3 centimeters, but these 2 lines will be getting longer, okay? So, and it'll get bigger and bigger. Take your time, decorate it when you're finished, and have a good day. I expect you all to be excellent and have these turned in, and so I can hang them up and they'll be beautiful. And I have extra work if you need it. All right? See you tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay, I'm about halfway done, so I just wanted to show you what I've done. As you can see, I've kept going, and they're just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm still drawing those lines. Okay, I have kept going round and round, and I just want to show you. This is what mine looks like. I could go one more. I'll see. But I just wanted to show you in the middle. See how they all come together in the middle. As a note too, as they get bigger and bigger, make sure when you're lining up your note card that you check the length. You don't want it straight up here and crooked down here. Make sure you're lining the entire thing up. I also wanted to show you some completed ones. And I'm just going to show you on my computer because that's all I can do at this point. This person turned theirs into like an Indian with a headdress. This person made it a shrimp. That's pretty neat. You can just do colors. This one's got a wave on it in different colors. Any of these, you make your own design. I'm not telling you you've got to decorate it a certain way. I just want it to be pretty. Okay, this one's just rotating colors. This is probably one of my favorite. They took it and turned it into a bird, and I think that's just really, really cool. So do your best, and I will see you tomorrow.